Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. And this is, of course, your daily financial news. It is Sunday, December 19th, 6 days or so before Christmas. Holiday season, I'm sure, is in full force. And I want to wish you all the best. Hopefully, your Christmas shopping is done. Else, I'm sure the malls or wherever you're going are going to be packed. So have fun with that. Real quick, before we get started with the daily financial news, we must congratulate people doing the work. Yes, folks, we got 4 more deals done by the one rental at a time family. Actually, a couple of folks did 2 each. So let's once again congratulate them. Brett, congratulations for getting your deal. Brett, congratulations for getting your deal. Eric, congratulations for getting your deal. And Eric, congratulations for getting your deal. One of the things that I love and am appreciating more and more with each passing day is folks that follow one rental at a time. You all are doing the work, right? We know it's not easy. We know deals are out there. We believe in it. I really appreciate that. So a couple of quick things. First and foremost, if you watched yesterday's daily financial news, I think it was at the end, we did kind of a Payne versus Santa, kind of blow up my comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for kind of voting or letting me know your thoughts. If you don't know what this is, yesterday I said, hey, what do you think about next week? It's a 4-day week. Traditionally speaking, it is a light trading day on Wall Street, or 4 trading days on Wall Street. Do you think we have more pain ahead, or do you see Santa, i.e. a Santa Claus rally? And again, you can go back to the videos yesterday. I did a very informal count this morning. It looks like right around 70% see Payne, 30% see Santa. I'm wondering if this is the classic, if everybody sees Payne, Santa Claus must be coming. I don't know. Again, I'm not an investor in the stock market, but I did want to get your guys' thoughts on it because I believe one of the factors for consumers, which I do follow, is what is going on with the market because a lot of their wealth is in the market. So thank you for playing along with that. I appreciate it. In addition to that, you saw a video of the Lumberjack and I yesterday talking about the worst real estate forecast I had ever seen. And I have thought about that for a while now. Not specifically that horrible call, but that the mindset of all the creators, folks, and there are dozens of them out there, that seemingly spend every waking moment trying to take one piece of data, create a scary headline that makes their audience or gives our audience to do nothing. So I'm starting to play with this idea. I wanted to roll it out here. I'm going to be playing with this some more. I think there's this thing that you can call the game of money. And in the game of money, you are either a spectator or a player. If you are on my channel, you are a player. Why? Because I ask you to do the work. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's repetitive. Yes, understanding average is difficult. No one said it wasn't. But if you do the work, you too can find good or great deals. I believe all these other channels that are much, much, much bigger, props to those creators, they've tapped into something. They want spectators. They want hundreds of thousands of spectators oohing and awing and egging them on. I don't want spectators. I am okay having a smaller channel that is growing with folks that want to do the work. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, I talk about do the work, set a buy box, daily discipline. And again, all of what I talk about plays for real estate, obviously, stocks, crypto, weight loss, relationships, second language, learning to play music, whatever it is. If you want it, the path is there. So, and again, the game of money, I believe it is a game of money. You can either be a spectator and let stuff happen. There are plenty of creators that are happy to take your time, which you never get back. I will not be one of them. I will be the one that does the daily financial news. I will be the one that talks to 8 or 9 millionaires for you. I will be the one that tells you what's going on in my business. And lastly, if you want to do real estate investing, buy box, daily discipline, right? Build your network, find out what you need, understand cash on cash or yield. I'm here for you. We have a private Facebook group as well with another 1,000 plus individuals that got your back. In the end, if you're a spectator, it's okay. No problem. No judgment. No judgment. The other creators are far more polished, great edits, lots of pretty pictures. I get it. I'm just a guy that wakes up, talks, reads, drinks some coffee, talks to you, and then goes to work out. It's different. I get it. So again, that's what I'm starting to play with, right? Game of money, spectator, probably not following me. Player, let's go, right? Let's go. So that's what I've been thinking about. Let me know what you think, spectator or player. Does this kind of feel right? Is there some little nugget of truth here, or am I all wet? Let me know. Got some reports on what the millionaires are looking to spend this holiday season, right? The K-shaped recovery, which we've been talking about for 18 months now, is in full force. Looks like 68% of millionaires are actually spending more money this year. That's what I kind of thought going in. It's what I talked about. Consumers are going to have a party because we really didn't have one last year. And consumers like to spend. 25% of millionaires actually are going to give out more gift cards. I actually think a gift card is a really cool gift this year because remember, I'm the guy telling you we should move Christmas to July. I think there are really no sales. There's really limited inventory. Retailers got us all spun up. If we moved Christmas to July this year and all the retailers got gobs of inventory, oh, you want to get a shirt, a jacket, a sweater on sale? Just wait. Just wait until all the, all this stuff unlocks. It's there's going to be a lot of retailers that have too much stuff. And then lastly, 7% of millionaires, I thought this one was pretty odd. 7% of millionaires are going to spend less because they're concerned about inflation. I guess $1 million doesn't buy as much as it used to because I always thought a millionaire wouldn't care, but damn, 7% clearly care. Build Back Better. We talked about this about a week ago saying, hey, is it going to get postponed until next year? It looks like Joe Manchin is out this morning saying he will not vote for it. And if that's true, if that holds, if that sticks, Build Back Better is over unless they can peel off one Republican to vote for it, which I don't think is likely. So if that is true, if Joe Manchin doesn't get twisted and turned to vote for it, Build Back Better can be over. Something else to be looking for either on Monday. Ooh, I might sneeze. That's what happens when you do these things live. Something I said I'm going to look for tomorrow, I'm actually going to say now for the whole week, is will the China government relent and actually cut rates? Remember the Bank of England raised rates. The U.S. Federal Reserve said they're going to taper faster and raise rates 3 times next year. I think China's economy is in such a wreck, such shambles, that their government will come out and try to goose consumers to spend, businesses to invest. Unfortunately, the psychology is broken. In the Great Recession, we saw lots of people rush in just at the peak, then they got smacked, and there was 8 or 9 years where people were remembering that. So I think, unfortunately, China's in a pretty tough spot. Looks like President Biden will be talking Tuesday. He will be having another national address about this health crisis. I wish we would take it off TV, frankly, at this point. What's he going to say? Wear a mask, get vaccinated, get boosted, or else? I don't know. I'm not really sure what he's supposed to say, frankly. I don't know that I would jump on national TV and scare people 5 days before Christmas, but I don't know, whatever. I don't know. It's kind of a tough spot, but damn, let's stop talking about it. Anyways. This week coming up is going to be a pretty big one. Again, I talked about it yesterday, but I want to hit it one more time. There are 2 metrics for the week. I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday. We have consumer confidence. That one's going to be interesting. That consumer confidence was calculated right when Omicron was coming out. So it could have had impact on consumers. We'll see if they went negative. Not sure. And then PCE. PCE is obviously personal consumption expenditures. It is the Fed's favorite inflation gauge. I expect it to be higher than the previous month. So we shall see. Looks like people are going back to the movies. I got a question for you. Did you see Spider-Man? It's Sunday morning. You've been out for a couple of days now. Did you see Spider-Man? If so, let's do a 5-star review, 1 through 5. I have not seen it yet. Not really sure that I will, but I would love to hear from you. Spider-Man, $121.5 million on Friday. Highest opening of the health crisis, which is pretty outstanding. Looks like we have some real national lockdowns coming. I don't know if you saw this, but I was shocked when I read it yesterday. The Netherlands, full lockdown. Full lockdown till the middle of January. Yes, this feels like, 2020 on repeat. The Netherlands goes on full lockdown. New York City cancels the Rockettes. Cancels live performances. Yes, Broadway is shut once again. Sad. Read some articles about the worker shortage, and a lot of us, I don't know, baby boomers and millennials might want to point at the millennials and say, the millennials, it is your fault. Well, the evidence does not back up that statement. It looks like a lot of the worker shortage is actually baby boomers. Baby boomers looking to retire early, exiting the workforce a couple years early. It makes sense. A lot of equity in the house. The stock market's booming. You're probably feeling yourself. And you know what? All these other stuff going on is difficult. Why not eject early? So yes, folks, given the numbers, it looks like baby boomers and their retire early is having an impact. My question is if we go into a recession and the stock balances get whacked, will they be back? Will they return? So it will be interesting to sit there. What's up next? Oh, China property. As I've said, the Chinese property market is falling as expected. They have horrible cash flow. They are now defaulting on debt. All of this is predictable. All of this is what I said. It's happening across the board. You have crushed consumers' spirits. You have crushed their interest in housing. The top of the cash flow statement is selling an apartment. That has now dried up to a trickle. But you have a debt structure, employees, supplies, debt. Your cash flow's done. The company's done. Now what you're going to start to see is the commodity sector hit. Steel, cement, glass. They're going to be building a lot less stuff, and they're not going to be paid. Yes, the property developers have been given goods on terms. They will not be paid. And then that will ultimately lead to appliances and other things that will be found in apartments. It is not good in China right now. Again, about 25% of their GDP is wrapped up in property. Not good. And then finally, kind of keying off a conversation I had yesterday or the day before about California. Well, we've got the numbers in again. 2 years in a row, California has lost residents. 182,000 folks in 2020, 173,000 in 2021. Bay Area and LA counties were hit the hardest. The Central Valley, actually where Fresno, California is, actually grew. Didn't grow a lot, but definitely had population increase. Again, the Bay Area alone lost 64,000, or about 40% of that number. Folks, this is not going to impact the Bay Area real estate today, but if this continues for 5, 6, 7 years, it will absolutely impact. And again, just like I told you a year ago, we are missing the next generation. I have been here for 50 years. And we had a constant cycle of the next set of engineers, computer scientists, PhDs rolling in, creating the next great company. And it was their entrepreneurship that created the companies, that created the equity, that created these stupid house prices. If we start losing those folks, this is what is going to happen, is California real estate will eventually crack because the next generation is not here to step up. They are in Texas, Austin. They are in Miami. They're in Nashville, wherever they happen to be. So again, this is not a call for the Bay Area to crack. There's not a lot of housing here. But again, if we continually lose 200,000 people a year for a decade, that will ultimately have an impact. So folks, not sure if I'll be speaking with Laura Morby. I hope I am at 8 o'clock. We haven't yet to confirm. I hope we will. If not, we will find something to do. In addition to that, remember, we are all playing the game of money. If you're watching my channel, if you're doing the work, you're in the course, you're reading the books, you're a player. If you're watching some of these other channels, which is totally okay, you are a spectator. It's your choice. Finding a great deal is not easy. You can find a great deal in any market, but it takes time. You have to learn average. You have to be focused. You have to build a network. You have to tell everybody you're doing. I'm not here to tell you it's easy. I'm here to tell you it's possible. It's your choice. Game of money. Are you a spectator or a player? Think about it. Bye.